Hi, welcome to my new video on military phonic alphabet. Hi, I'm Gaurav at Garden Talk Club. Yes, this is very different. If you've got a military buddy, right, you may have heard him spell something out using whole words that begin with each of its letters, right? For example, if he's on the phone and needs to spell his name, he might say something like Juliet Alpha Charlie Kilo. That's JACK, Jack. Juliet Alpha Charlie and Kilo are words that part of military phonetic spelling alphabets. It's not only is this alphabet fun to know, but it actually came in handy from time to time. So on for the civilians guide to this combat code. Let me start by giving a brief history of this phonetic alphabet. When military started using field telephones, two-way radios to communicate in the late 19th and early 20th century, the poor communication and external noise would sometimes obscure the messages being exchanged. When lives and fates of nations are on the line, you can afford any miscommunication. That should be clear. To ensure that messages get got across clearly, the signalman developed a system of words that represent each letter of the alphabet. Right? In World War One, each branch of the U.S. military had its own code. Similarly, in World War Two, the military developed the Joint Army-Navy radio spelling alphabet so that forces could communicate smoothly when working together. The joint Army-Navy alphabet of this era was different than the modern military's version. For example, Alpha, Bravo, Echo, Romeo, Sierra, which today respectively represent the letters A, B, E, R, and S, right, were rendered as Able, Baker, Easy, Roger, and Sugar back then. While the American and British militaries had each developed different phonetic spelling alphabets. During World War II, they began combining and standardizing their independent versions to streamline communication during joint operation. During this time, extensive research was conducted and various possible words for each letter were tested to determine which offered maximum intelligibility under the intense conditions right of the battle. In 1956, all NATO countries adopted Universal Phonetic Spelling Alphabet, known as ICAO, International Radio Spelling Alphabet, or just NATO Phonetic Alphabet. Some of the words spelled little differently in the US military example. It uses alpha rather than ALFA, right? There are also phonetic alphabet numbers. A phonetic word represents each number, and some have distinct pronunciations. This phonetic spelling alphabet is not only used in the military, but sometimes in realms of aviation, medicine, amateur radio as well. Why civilians should know military phonetic alphabet? So why should civilians know, right? This is very important. Most of us probably aren't radioing in the coordinates of enemy combatants while gunfire erupts in the background, right? First, knowing the military jargon and contacts like slang and rank is just cool, right? So you see the phonetic alphabet pop up in your favorite war movies, the military themed video games, and it's fun to be able to follow along with your military buddy. Second, it can come in handy when you're talking on the phone and need to make sure something gets spelled correctly. Your voice can sometimes sound garbled to the listener on the other end of the line. For example, it can be hard to distinguish between sounds of B, V, T, P, F, S, M, N. While A might be confused for K, alpha is never going to be confused with kilo. You probably already spelled stuff phonetically over phone. If customer service rep asks how to spell your name and your name is Brett, you might say something like B as in boy, R as in rabbit, E as in elephant, right? Two T's as in turtle. Well, the military phonetic alphabet, you can spell things phonetically with a clear standard, which is international system while sounding more Think Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Tango, much cooler than boy, rabbit, elephant, turtle. See? Or for that matter, India may use city names also. Delhi, Bombay, as some city around you. Sonipat, A for Agra, right? Some military phonetic alphabet code phrases to leave you with. Over the decades, soldiers have developed phrases that combine code words in military phonetics alphabet. Some examples I'll give. Common ones are Charlie Mike continue mission, right? CM. Oscar Mike on the move. Bravo Zulu, good job, well done. November Golf, no go or fail. Tango Mike, thanks much. Similarly, many of these are there, like Line Charlie, loud and clear. Now here you go. Now you know military phonetic alphabet. Bravo Zulu. Do like and subscribe my channel for more videos and do comment on how you think and which one is yours. Like Gaurav, Golf, Alpha, Romeo, Alpha, Victor, right? Similarly, bye bye.